it is time for us to go over to Tobago for Tobago Now, and our leader of Now is coming from Tobago, Mr. Welldone Mapp. He is the Tobago Youth Award winner for Youth Service. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm quite happy and jolly this morning.
And you are doing some great things in Tobago, I understand.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I am working with the Environmental Research Institute, Charlottesville. Those are the ones that nominated me for the Youth Award.
Yeah, and you won the Youth Award for Youth Service. What kind of work did you do? Or what kind of work are you involved in?
Well, at the Environmental Research Institute, Charlottesville, we have a number of different activities, starting with scuba diving, doing coral replantation underwater, working with the communities on climate change and educating them about climate change and how it affects us here in Tobago, especially in Northeast Tobago.
Yeah, and it's wonderful work that you've been doing, because I understand that since 2014, you have been doing your part to raise awareness for environmental issues, especially throughout the north of Tobago.
That's true. And for me, when I started working or doing what I was doing at Eric, it brings out joy and passion for me, helping to show people and bringing awareness that our environment is important to us. And if we don't do much to protect it today, then tomorrow we will not have it.
And when you talk about Tobago, you talk about tourism, you talk about the coral reefs, you talk about the Nylon pool. And we need to do, as young people, things to ensure that we preserve these things for ourselves later on and for our children and grandchildren, and you know.
That's definitely true. That was always my main concern. I said I would like to leave a Tobago where my children and my grandchildren could remember it because I did something to take care of it.
And environmental issues is something that we need to talk about more. You think so?
Well, yes, we can, because we see the impacts daily. And I could say, for me, observing in Tobago, sometimes the things that we take for granted are the ones that create the most impact. Just say, for instance, plastic on a whole. And the way that plastic gets into the sea the most easiest is, I would say, it's from schools. Just that most schools are next to rivers and drain that automatically pumps all the trash into wetland areas or directly into the sea. For me, that is a striking concern that I have.
And you are also participating in a styrofoam reduction drive, is that right?
Yes, I did participate in that, and that was held between Charlottesville and Castara. And for me, going around and asking people to use the biodegradable plates and bowls that they had to provide for soap, it kind of struck me as, if the biodegradable ones are more expensive, then it's going to be a bit more difficult for people to shift from using styrofoam due to pricing. However, in Castara, I see every Thursday night that they're using the biodegradable bowls at the bonfire in Castara. So it means that something is happening and the awareness is going out, and people are seeing the need for easier biodegradable material where food is concerned.
And that is good news for the environment, and I'm sure your work has something to do with that.
Yes, well, we were there, and also not forgetting that the CTDA, Castara Tourism Development Association, they also playing a very strong role in really putting no plastic and using less styrofoam in Castara. However, in Charlottesville, it's catching on slowly, and I hope that with time it becomes more dominant.
Yeah. Mr. Welldone Mapp, I would like to say thank you very much for joining us this morning. Continue the good work, and I wish you all the best in all of your future endeavors. I would also like to say a special good morning to all the folks out there in Tobago, our team in Tobago, Sophie and Kyron. Special good morning to you both, and thank you for the wonderful job that you do on a daily basis to ensure that we here in Trinidad know exactly what is happening in Tobago.